We are live! Cast Strength After Dark, the inaugural episode, I guess.
Sure. Is it really though? Is it really?
It's not really, but it's the first live of ours to actually be titled Cast Strength After Dark. Might as well, after 9 hours of live streaming and drinking, like this is the perfect opportune moment to introduce Cast Strength After Dark.
So, who do we have with us, Vito?
We have Chris from Bourbon Saying. Go ahead and introduce yourself, buddy.
How is everybody doing? Chris from Bourbon Saying. Bourbon Saying.
Bourbon Saying, not peated scotch saying.
Yeah.
It's
I really actually like Scotch saying.
And Sam and Bobby from I Whiskey She Wines has joined us.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, thanks for having us.
Yep.
Very excited to have you guys on
Congrats
because we haven't had the pleasure of actually hanging out with you guys before.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know how we've dropped the ball here.
I know we're assholes, basically.
It's all good. You know, you guys are busy with the whiskey dick and all of them.
I know. We
You
it up and
you like your Friday evenings, but you don't like your Wednesday evenings. I
I
understand.
know. We can make it an evening appearance. Don't worry. Like we'll make it happen.
The
guys
Wednesday,
can come on
the
with us.
Wednesday evenings are a hard sell for a lot of people. It's even hard for us sometimes, but it's like the only evening that usually we can all get together. So
Yeah.
so that's why we decided to do this on a Saturday to hopefully get as many people as we can.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah.
So yeah, Matt and Sarah have rejoined us. Welcome, Matt and Sarah from Whiskey Crusaders.
Hey.
Matt is just stoic as usual. Welcome, buddy.
It's deciding which whiskey to taste next.
What are your options, good sir?
What aren't his options?
Thousands of whiskeys.
I mean, what do you have in front of you that you are debating?
I don't know. I thought about going behind me and getting Indian whiskey personally. I think I'm gonna get Indian whiskey.
Ooh, go with a little Amrit.
I'm gonna go with Paul John.
Paul John. Okay.
Go with I think the classic, and then the bold. Because why not? I haven't had them in a while, and it sounds good today.
So what I have sitting on the table right now is Glenmorangie Signet, a Aaron 18-year-old port cask independent bottling, and then a cast strength 14-year-old Ledgig independent bottling, Gordon MacPhail.
Excellent.
Why do you gotta like hurt my heart knowing that I have this amount of White Walker left to finish?
Look,
There's so much White Walker to
Just
finish.
dump it, Vito.
who's that?
People
Always going to be
pay
offended.
people pay good money to kill his liver. He needs to drink it all.
You know, okay, put it in an infinity bottle, and you can bring it to Austin and finish it there.
You wouldn't want to ruin other good whiskey in an infinity
Oh,
bottle.
My infinity bottle has actually aired out well. Like it's evolved nicely. This would destroy all the work I've done over the past 9 months.
Okay, start a new bottle.
A new
Donald Rand says Ledgig, so
A crappy infinity bottle.
Yeah, like that and Canadian Mist will go in there. It'd be great.
Ugh.
Some black
You could just-
velvet and some TX
All
bourbon.
of your Crown Royal minis,
Yes.
White Walker.
All the shit that no one should drink can no longer be produced and burned to the ground in distilleries. Those people should be shot and killed. They should not put out whiskey that shitty. It's terrible.
It is a real
and killed.
I love when Matt gets fired up.
I know when that gets fired up, that is the best.
I just really hate crappy whiskey. I can deal with if it costs $6. I already know it's going to taste like shit. I'm okay with that. When it costs $40 and tastes like shit, that's a problem.
Yeah, that is a problem.
You
You're
tell
right.
him. You give them hell,
fair.
Matt. Fuck those
Oh, I
guys.
will. We'll be outside TX Bourbon, outside the distillery, fucking picketing and shit to make them make better whiskey.
Seeing Matt around there with a sign on a stick, just like yelling at the distillery.
Chanting at him.
What do we want? Drinkable whiskey. When do we want it? In 3 to 8 years.
So whiskey. Ryan, I assume it's Ryan from Whiskey and Barbecue, is saying, "How are y'all still vertical It's a miracle that I'm still conscious at this point.
You even worked technology.
Yeah.
So
I know.
like-
I managed to make this after dark stream happen. I don't know how, but
Proud of you.
yeah, I don't know how I'm vertical right now.
Proud of you, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
Hang on, are you vertical? Or
how
did
long
you-
has it been since you stood up?
At least an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Ooh.
It's gonna be fun.
So
Yeah.
are you drinking water? And if you're drinking the appropriate amount of water, how come you haven't stood up to at least go to the facilities?
I have. Now we're not. This is after dark, so whatever. Yes, I have gone to the facilities, and I have gone through 4 bottles of water. I am halfway
For
through.
bottles of
I'm
it
halfway through my 5th.
That's
in
not
8
enough.
hours.
Not
In
enough
8
at
hours,
all.
yeah.
Oh,
Hey, listen, I never drink water, so the fact that I've been able to drink this much, testament.
yeah.
I don't think you have a choice but to drink that much at this point.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. But yeah, I can't believe that I thought I was gonna be bowing out really early, but somehow I'm conscious. So
Well,
Just
I'm
roll
gonna
with it.
start going-
Champion.
Yeah, he is. But he's not going astronaut on us either. I think we're in good shape on that.
okay, so no one but Josh really saw me last year in Austin in my 40 hours of whiskey binging.
He was super drunk.
I managed to hold myself fairly together.
Did you though?
I saw the videos, Vito.
There's one video that's slightly compromising. I may or may not have hit on a bride during her bridal shower.
Oh, look,
Worth
all
it.
these other women are dressed in colors, but she's dressed in white. That must mean she's pure. Okay.
Yep. Listen.
You hit on the bride?
I approached
100%.
the whole group of women. I approached the bride. I don't know what possessed me. I was like, I approached the bride, and I was like, just talking to her. I was like, hey, what's going on? How's it going?
That was
So-
immediately.
Hey, we're going back. We're going back to this whiskey thing. Want to come?
That was immediately after we exited the restaurant over the patio railing.
Yeah.
We didn't leave by the front door. We jumped over the railing of the patio, and then Vito sees this group of women all together, and one of them dressed in pure white, and just goes, "Yep, I'm going for that one."
I didn't know. I was a little bit drunk. I didn't realize what was going on. Only afterwards, when I was told, "Oh, that was a bridal party," I was like, "Oh shit."
I had a theory in my early 20s that like any girl wearing white pants was like that's who
In
you
it
go
to win
after.
it,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I guess the girl in all white, like that must
She was
take it to
clearly-
a whole other-
Yeah, 100%.
Definitely,
It's
for
like
sure.
you asking for it.
Yeah, you're right.
She is just not from you, and usually later that night.
Right,
No,
right.
definitely not for me.
All white equals DTF. I get it.
Oh boy! All right, so guys, thank you so much for joining us for our 1,000 sub live stream. It really means a lot. It's great. You know what? Because we've hung out with Chris before, we've hung out with Sarah and Matt before. This is our first time hanging out with Bobby and Sam, and we're really excited to have them on and get to know them. Are you guys coming down to Austin in October?
We are.
We are, yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah!
So excited.
Yes. So yeah, we're really excited.
We've got to book our flight still, but otherwise,
but everything else is solid. Like
Yeah.
we've got our babysitting down.
That was the biggest
big
thing,
one.
the
The
babysitting.
big-
Yeah, 100%.
fucking kids get in the way, but that's fine. They're gonna survive.
Yeah.
So we are definitely going to be there. Just saying.
All right.
See, this is why I like Bobby and Sam so much.
Just wait. We are a little bit of a shit show. Always.
I'm
We
looking
go
forward to it.
storm blazing everywhere we go. It's gonna be fun, I promise.
Yeah. But seriously, thanks for having us on
Yeah.
to celebrate your 1,000. We really appreciate that. We like to be a part of it. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, cheers.
Yeah,
So I have some exclusive video of that night. The chat seems to really want to see it.
Yes.
And hopefully Vito won't remember I've done this by the time I'm over there in
No,
October.
hold on. Wait. Are you
Oh,
showing?
you want me to show it now?
No. Hold on.
Yeah, now.
Now give the people what they want.
Remember, I'll stop the stream. Hold on. Is this secret tasting or is this after dinner?
I don't know. I wasn't there. I only hear by proxy. So
You can
and look. The chat says do it, and you got to give the people what they want.
Exactly.
I mean, regardless, it's not that bad, but
It's not that bad. I just like to know, especially right now, inebriation. Vito wants to know what he's getting into.
So what I'll do is I'll show you, Vito, live through this hangout.
No, that's not how it works. You can't
And you can decide.
listen. I may be inebriated. I am not.
Okay. It's very simple. If we get one super chat over 90 cents, it gets shown.
Fine.
Wow, you're throwing you out cheap, man.
Super chat away. One super chat gets the footage shown.
All right, wait. Shush. All right.
Oh my god, I can't believe this video is actually going to go public.
All right.
Nice.
Oh my god. I don't know if it was Bobby or Sam, but all right, do it. Go ahead, Jeremy. Hold on, I'll lock into your feed. Hold on a second. There you go.
Oh no!
Oh man!
God.
Stop it.
That trail of chest hair just had to be delicious.
So from what I understand, it was a half-liter bottle that went down, and the guy only got a sip.
Everything else got lost in the copious amount of test there.
Oh man!
Gotta recreate that.
I don't know how. Okay, so laugh my ass off. Poor J Rod. Oh Jesus, I just died, yo.
Yeah,
Except for you were there to witness that.
Yeah.
And shout out to the one of the mods that is my senior for providing the video again.
That's Gretchen. So yeah, that was at the super secret tasting that Brad hosted last year in Austin.
All right, cool. So you don't want me to show that video, just so I'm clear which one you don't want me to show.
Jeremy, you really are a piece of work, but I cannot wait to kick you in your shins.
I'm pretty sure we can Vito recreate this
Tasting anymore.
here.
That's why it was kept a secret, Chris.
Yeah, DJ Vegan saying that's definitely
that's the thing that happened. I'm not super proud of it, but I'm also not ashamed of it.
It's 2019.
It's 2019. It's okay.
yeah.
But that was 2018 when that happened, and it wasn't acceptable.
Oh, well, that's
Oh,
totally
well,
different
that's
story.
bad. All right.
That's just weird.
That
Yeah.
changes.
Yeah. 2018, that was weird. Now it's fine.
DJ Beacon was saying that definitely looked like a secret tasting.
Wait until you talk to the guy that tasted it.
Yeah.
All right, so
briny aftertones and a vegetal taste.
it tasted a bit like my pony.
A little bit of mustiness, yeah.
I don't know if Bobby and Sam know about my pony yet.
Oh no! Stand by.
Sorry, Sam's got a
I'm diabetic.
she's got to take care of her diabetes stuff. She'll be right back.
Okay. So I'll wait to explain the pony joke to you
Okay.
guys. But
Sorry about that.
Chris, what are you drinking right now, dude?
Ardbeg Oodale.
Oh, you buddy bud. How many times did you say Ardbeg while you were pouring that?
Oh my god! Believe it or not, that was not even intentional. Not even intentional during that review, which is funny.
So-
Afterwards,
so
I was like,
Chris-
they're
Chris, be aware that you can't see the cult anymore. They may be behind you.
They are in the area, so they could have potentially gone to your area.
They're always in the area.
They're everywhere. All right, so Ugadal, Matt, what do you have in your glass right now?
Paul John's bowl.
The Paul John's
peated
still?
whiskey.
Go. Josh?
I still have this Gordon MacPhail cast strength Ledgig 14-year-old.
Nice.
Mouthful.
Sarah?
Got some Depot.
I just finished off my Puni Alba. I'm moving back over to my Port Charlotte MC01 Marsala finish.
How's your White Walker going?
Don't forget your White Walker.
Listen, I have so much White Walker to finish.
See, this is why Vito is drunk. It's not because he had to drink all the White Walker. It's just he was drinking everything to avoid the White Walker.
You're gonna have a White
That's
Walker headache
essentially
in the morning.
what's happened here is
Just me bad.
yeah.
So the Oak and Smoke whiskey review says Vito hit that White Walker, and look, there's enough there that you should just be able to down that in one shot.
No, I will take a sip from it. I will not chug it because
You knock that bad boy down, dude. Once it's done, it's done. It's like a Band-Aid. You just go through the pain quickly and wake up with a headache later.
Jeremy, please. I'm 30 years old. I know my body. It will not happen. By 30 years old, you know what your body can and cannot ingest at a certain period of time. It's not go down well.
Come on, you just gotta get it down your throat.
That's what she said, Josh.
That's what. Well, anyway, you saw the video.
Yeah, so that's what I have right now. Okay, so my Puni story, because Bobby and Sam are together now.
Yeah.
Back,
So,
yeah.
so Puni is an Italian distillery, Puni. Right, they're in the north of Italy, near Switzerland and oh shit,
It's all right. Irrelevant. Continue on.
They're in the super northwest of Italy.
Got it.
The joke is because Puni,
Sounds like Punani.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
Puni.
So that's the joke is, have you tasted my Puni yet? So,
Oh, I get it.
but yeah, honestly, straight up, like they have some nice tasting whiskeys. They're really young, but there's a lot of promise with them. I have a Marsala. I have a Marsala and Isla cask finish whiskey from them, which is delicious.
Huh.
And then I have a 3-year-old ex-bourbon finish from them, which is also very nice. Like I said, they're very young, but there's enough there to be like, hey, in a couple of years, that's going to be
Like
dynamite.
Put a pin in that and come back to it.
Yeah.
Chad says, Vito, it's like a Band-Aid that will make you reverse flow. I don't know about that.
I mean, there are other ways to ingest it. You did make the After Dark stream. I just don't want to see it.
No. We got to keep, even after dark, we got to keep things
Classy.
somewhat. Yeah.
I can turn it back.
No, please.
I mean, I have a 1 and I have a 12, and
There's not much in between.
There's not much in between, but
I'm good with 12. This is after dark.
It's after dark.
it's after dark.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's nearly midday. I don't know what all you past people are going on about.
Have you started drinking any whiskey yet, Jeremy?
Dude, I've been drinking since I started.
Really?
It's like 8 in the morning for you.
Yeah.
It's now 11:30. No, dude, I've been hitting the Oogie. I've got some 10. I had some Teeling, and you never asked me what I was drinking. I just felt, hurt and unloved.
See, that's commitment, chat. That is 100% commitment to the channel. Thank you, Mod Jeremy.
Yeah.
I was once this Ugadal has finished. I was actually going to polish off the last of the Starwood.
Ooh, it's a
Oh
good
God.
I haven't seen that one. Ooh, is
Yeah.
that what I did?
Apparently, it's not that great, but it
No,
oxidized well.
I don't know if it oxidized well or if it is highly, highly dependent on what you've consumed before hitting it. Because if you have some dark chocolate, if you have a peated whiskey beforehand, that sucker is just a whole heap of complex. If you come at it with a clean palate, it's sort of bland and unalive. It's a really bizarre.
Weird.
It's so it's basically half goes into the barrel as a half single malt almost. So they run the new, and then the other half is they say it's not neutral grain, but it comes from a really big distillery that basically pumps out a heap of neutral grain for gin makers and vodka makers. So it's a wheat-based run. And that's why they call it twofold. So the wheat neutralish spirit is a lot cheaper than doing a barley run, obviously. And then it goes into the barrel and ages together. So it's interesting. It's more on their budget end. It's definitely not a Nova, Richie. It's got some of the Nova on the nose, but not as complex. Again, unless you're hitting it from something with a strong flavor beforehand.
Weird.
It's an interesting little beast, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, Nova's really good. I like Nova a lot.
So you guys should have that in the States. Like most of the first production run actually went to the US. And it should have hit your shelves about 3 months ago.
I feel like I've seen it in stores.
Yeah. They've been really ramping up their production because they're still a relatively smallish distillery. They have a limited production run. Much like Texas, though, they can not rapidly age is the wrong word, but it comes to maturation a lot quicker than if it was in a colder climate. So.
Right.
Yeah, it's like Texas whiskey.
Yeah. I'm hesitant to say that. Like Melbourne gets hot, like hotter than Texas, but its average is a lot lower.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. No?
Right.
Oh yeah, I know whiskey things apparently.
Do you?
Sometimes.
They're in there in the back of the head somewhere.
Excuse the fuck out of me.
Wow.
I'm no ginger bear.
Wait, did Matt just pull that out?
Yeah, this is the Nova, the Star Wars Nova.
I don't understand how Matt has just everything.
He literally has everything.
Everything except for the shit Brad has, and that's the only things I don't have. They all look at Brad.
Do you have any in my poonie?
Matt's
No, I don't.
collection is built off sexual favors, and Brad's is built off sound investment.
Oh boy.
Both options work.
Yeah. I mean, clearly, Matt's obviously a man in the land.
This is going to be gone soon.
That's okay.
You guys
I just poured some,
I am drinking the Peerless Bourbon.
hard baked grooves.
Bobby's drinking Lafroig, which is dumb.
I was drinking the Peerless Bourbon with Sam, and then I saw Chris bust out his Pete stuff, and I got a little jealous. So
Because that's the right choice. Because
Yeah, that's
Peerless
shit.
Bourbon.
That's disgusting.
so I went with Lafroy.
All you Isla fucks are dumb.
good.
I figured.
Isla fucks.
Hey,
Isla
listen.
That's a new channel, the Isla Fucks.
The Isla fucks.
They might not make it on YouTube.
I may just make a new Facebook group called the Isla Fucks.
You should.
Now, have you had like an unpeated Isla, like a classic laddie, or even
Bobby would know.
12?
She had the.
Did I give it the middle finger?
She had the classic Lottie, and she didn't hate it, but
I wouldn't.
it was just kind of.
I'm scotched out right now, guys. I'm sorry. I know you guys are all scotched. Like,
I'm asking
when I
just
look
to
the bottle, that's
make sure.
it's just not my jam.
Yeah, we did live
But
scotch
I'm
on
like, what?
I said, yeah, we did live scotch on Monday.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
did
tried
a
to
lot
kill
of
Sam
scotch.
Monday. It's all good.
Yeah, Matt, you gave me all this fucking scotch, and it's fine, and that's wonderful. But then the week before, they made me do all this Isla scotch on our live before that. So it was like 2 weeks of scotch bullshit, and I'm done with it. I want to go back to my sweet honey nectar of bourbon, which I actually enjoy now. It took me 4 months to get there to that. Now I'm happy. And then you guys start bringing in the scotch bullshit. I'm just not there. I'm not there.
Okay. In a year,
I
you'll
won't do it.
Fine.
Their channel
We'll see how we
is
are. We'll see how it goes in October. But right now, Fuck scotch. Over it.
Yep.
Not doing it.
All you're gonna get handed now is peated scotch. That's what's gonna happen in October. You just walk up to you and you peated scotch.
Yeah, we're gonna.
You've now screwed yourself.
And I apologize that I just went on a tirade against scotch because I know you guys.
We're gonna
like I
recreate
said,
that video, and Sam's gonna drink peated scotch off my hairy belly.
Yeah. And I'm gonna do it off Vito too.
Yes.
Just wait, Vito. I'll do it off you. I don't care. Down in our marriage, it's fine.
If anyone wants to take a shot off my chest, they're more than welcome to.
Yep. We're doing it. It's happening.
Hey, I thought I had dibs on that, dude. I thought I had dibs on that.
So the question is, right, the longer that something peated sits in the barrel, the less peaty it gets. Does the same work with chest hair? Like, the longer it takes to work down the body.
I don't
Extra
know.
filtration.
We'd have to ask Jared. We'd have to ask Jared for confirmation on that. Really.
That's
All
true.
right, so we've got like a 4 foot tall pixie. We just need a 7 foot tall hairy Wookiee.
Yeah, then we could do a side by side. It's perfect.
Yeah, it's science.
Is that Canadian filtration?
I think it is, right?
It's Canadian. How do you formulate Italian and Canadian together? Italianian.
Italianian? I don't know. Give me like 20 minutes and I'll figure it out.
We'll let you sit with it. Figure it out.
Yep.
Hey, there's Gretchen.
Hi, Gretchen.
There is a lovely. Hello, lovely.
Hey.
Hello. I got told
I'm
to
so
come
happy
on
that you
air.
guys come on.
I got told to come on air.
Oh, you got told? Actually, no, I got a message.
Jeremy told me to come on.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah, I told her.
another ginger told me that I needed to get on.
I love. By the way, that shirt should be on every woman ever. Resting whiskey face.
That is
That is
fantastic.
absolutely
This is
fantastic.
It's a gift from our good friend Patrick Cohn. He went to a distillery in Nashville.
This was from Greenbrier? Yeah, Greenbrier.
Oh,
Yeah.
I need that in my life.
I was going to say,
place we're
like
gonna
this
go.
women. I'm happy to have resting whiskey face.
Mm-hmm.
It fits me. I actually have not been drinking all day. I've been watching you guys.
I have been drinking all day.
I know. And you're
Thank you for your service, Josh.
I'm surprised that I outlasted Brad here.
Brad has guests. That doesn't count.
He also has been fearing for his life for like 8 hours.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
true. The anxiety from that alone, I did not take that into account.
Also, Vito, I don't want to alarm you, but behind you.
That guy or that guy? Hey,
Yeah, that guy. Just watch
hey,
him,
listen,
dude.
listen. You see that? You see that guy right there? That guy right there. That's a good looking guy right there. Not
That
this guy.
dude on the left is that.
That guy right there. That guy right there is a pretty
That's
good
a
looking guy.
dud.
So what are you pulling out some iron roots?
No way.
Are
Shark.
you pulling out iron root right now? Oh fuck.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Hey, Vito, you're not allowed to have any of the nice whiskeys until you finish your White Walker. It's like dessert. You can't have your dessert unless you finish your greens. So eat your vegetables.
This is my stream. This is my day. this is me, Brad.
Pudding until you eat your meat.
Yeah, but I'm a moderator. I have to make sure everyone's behaving. So eat your vegetables.
You agreed to this veto. That was stupid.
Yeah, you know what? It was a bad idea. I do regret this heavily. Hold on. Okay, let me finish some water first before I delve in back into the White Walker.
Has anybody suggested that you just do it as a shot?
Yeah, we tried to get him to swallow all of it.
Okay. Hey.
We're talking about the whiskey. Yeah.
It is Saturday after all. Wait.
No, I will not. I will not shoot or chug this White Walker. I'm already. I can't. I honestly, I'm straight up. I cannot believe that I'm still sitting up right now. After
Vito have a nosebleed once.
Oh yeah, Jeremy, can you? I've been sending Jeremy some photos.
No,
Some dirt on Vito.
I've been doing enough today.
So why not let it keep going?
So before we go too far into the photos, because I'm nice sometimes, Vito.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Sweet Tea did mention that you can have some whiskey, but any whiskey you pour, you have to put it in the white water.
You son of a.
Oh, I have more.
I know you do, Gretchen. Please, for the love of God, save them.
I think the question should be, Vito, save us.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's both. Save them for 1 year. How about that?
Yeah. You can't blow
That's only a couple of months away.
Right, no.
Oh man, yeah. I've done some crazy things when high, drunk, or high off of hot sauce.
Oh, geez.
Do it, Jeremy. Do it now.
Yeah.
What I've done the rest of the photo. Oh, you sent me more.
They did.
Jeremy, I will block
You
you.
said the secret word.
So Gretchen, I've already shown the photos just as we were talking.
Oh.
Yeah.
Again, that was pretty funny.
Jeremy, I control this stream. I will hide you from the broadcast.
Just remember, I have a lot of photos myself that I haven't shown.
Fuck face. John, why? No.
Why not?
Come up with these things.
That is the best idea, John. I think that should happen.
No, it will not.
I mean, that's fair. I feel like either you drink it or you pour it down your chest.
Right.
And then drink it.
And then drink it.
Hey, listen,
You need a collection glass down.
Yeah.
not
The beauty is
not for 250.
Not for 250.
Not for 250.
He's a man of standards.
He's a man. Yeah, he's got morals, guys. Not
Yeah.
He's got no
There is
time.
a price.
Listen, I'll be straight up. 250, I will do it. And anything less than that, I won't do it.
Like $2.50.
No, $250. I'm not making a mess.
So if I convert that from Canadian dollars to US dollars, it's just $10. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't math well. I can't help on that. So
I don't math well either.
yeah.
That's all right. So you are going to pour the whiskey down your whiskey sweaty body because it will be sweating out all of the whiskeys that you've drunk through the day. So it's like an infinity barrel, just scraping the barrel down.
It'll add some nice salty and briny notes, I feel.
Yeah. You can call it, instead of like Dark Storm, it's just Nightmare Storm. Just
So we have Robert Licorice in the chat.
Whiskey
No,
ginger.
He's
The whiskey ginger.
yeah.
Also our boss, so I have to be nice to him.
Oh God.
I mean,
wait,
know,
hang on. Our boss collectively, do I answer to Robert now?
Well, actually,
I'm
not on, so no, it doesn't matter. We can say whatever the fuck we want with Robert. Marsha's the real boss.
I've just got to compare. That's 250.
I think $10 US is about 250 Canadian.
It is.
I think so.
You know.
You didn't hear the
I just did
conversion
math
went up a
well.
lot.
That's what it is.
guys.
Just a little bit. Just see how it.
Just taste
shit. This is what After Dark's all about.
Yeah, so this is Vito has hit the suggestible stage of his drunkenness.
Like a hairy Solero coddling a White Walker.
Gretchen, I'm a little bit upset that you're not backing me up on this because we discussed something like this the other day and we were both opposed to it.
I haven't talked to you in a week. I did not discuss anything with you.
Yes, you did.
I did not.
Not this week.
Okay. So Gretchen, are you on board with this then?
I'm bored with him doing a luge
Yes.
Yeah, on his
A
own.
self-luge,
on
man.
himself.
The
Yeah.
whiskey luge.
On camera on the YouTube channel.
I don't let it crash and burn. Let this be the last
Yes.
one. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, buddy.
You got like the devil on this side, and he was looking for the angel, and another devil popped out.
I thought we knew each other, Vito. How would you think that I'd be like against that? We don't.
Because we discussed something like this.
You're
not
insulting
too long
your
ago.
friendship with her.
I'm the one that recorded and encouraged the luge video.
Yeah,
Remember?
that is your video.
That is
isn't
my
it?
video. I'm the one that encouraged that and handed Jared the bottle.
You
so-
did hand Jared the bottle. Oh my god.
You're not
But
going to
what
remember
does
it tomorrow
Jared
anyway.
feel about this?
Why am I doing this?
I
Why?
see you tugging at your shirt right
It
now.
will be epic. It will be epic.
This is why you have it after dark. This is
That's right.
for things like this.
Right.
Also,
Do it for the
Vito, just
family.
remember,
Do it for the
no
family.
Burn it
no
down.
one's going to remember this.
You do
It's
it for
not
the
gonna
kids.
Put yourself on
Look at
camera.
the
For
What kids am I doing
the
it
kids.
for?
The thing just got weird.
Yep.
Kids shouldn't be watching this, please.
What's gonna happen? You're just gonna pour it down your trail, and
Yeah.
it's just gonna drip onto the ground.
No. You
No,
need
he's
to
collecting it.
Yeah.
Collecting it in another bottle, and then he's going to drink that.
Air filtered.
It's
Yeah.
filtered.
Yeah.
Oh, and then you have to drink it again once you catch it in the glass.
Yes.
Italian
Oh,
filter.
Italian Canadian filtered.
Do I need to donate more money?
Yeah. Filtered through real pixie fur.
I'm not a pixie anymore. That was taken away from me.
You'll always be a pixie to me, Vito.
You're a pixie permanently. You're out of luck.
So I'm just thinking, like, if you luged it down yourself and then bottled that, someone would buy that shit.
Maybe.
But you know what? That's funny because we were sharing an article a couple days ago with that internet chick that was bottling her bath water and selling it to.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, but that you did hear the follow on from that, right? It was basically she was trolling people, and everyone in the knew she was trolling people, and people still paid money for it.
Yeah.
And then someone got
bunch of
upset because it didn't have her DNA in it. Like,
Yeah.
that's not half creepy, dude.
Send it to Rocket Review to review it.
Yeah.
Yeah, send it over to Ed. See what he
He's
thinks.
not on here right now. He'll never know.
So the Linux got nailed it. Cantalian filtration.
Yeah.
Cantalian. That's nice.
Ooh, Cantalian.
Yes.
I think I can.
Oh my god.
I think I can catch it. Okay, so I'm just okay.
Oh, Ian, welcome.
I can catch it.
Bringing it in with the 20 pounds. Look at that.
In Canadian dollars is $4 million. So that's a $4 million.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're there, guys, and you guys are rich. Congratulations.
Turns out that Vito just peed in a fucking jar.
All that dragon.
I would never pull a Bear Grylls there and drink my own tea. Okay, so
He already has a trail. Look, there's already a trail. Right
of course there's a trail. I'm Italian. I'm all hair.
there's a natural trail.
Okay, so here's what we'll do.
Oh god.
I will pour 2 ounces of White Walker into a jigger. Okay. Okay.
Jeremy, you're screenshotting this whole thing, correct? Just like sequences.
It's going to go up on YouTube.
I feel like a whore right now.
Are you doing
Go with
things
it.
for money and your body?
Yes, I am, and that's why I feel like a whore.
Okay then.
I don't see the problem.
Oh God, Robert's on. I can't do it anymore.
Robert, real quick. Or just like
Shaking my head. Shaking my head.
Robert, I have standards around you. I will not do such things while you are in my presence.
Vito, I'm going to speak on behalf of Robert here for a moment. If you don't do it, Jonathan is only going to let you taste 1 barrel and only half a glass.
That's for him to decide, not for you to decide.
It will be under 6 weeks old too. So
Oh, Robert, why you gotta do that, buddy?
rough.
Oh God, the disrespect that I'm facing right now.
It's only
I just feel like you're disrespecting yourself by not doing it right now.
And you know what? I really hope Whittington's not on here for this because he warned us about this.
Oh, I'll tell him.
Oh yeah, he's gonna find out really soon.
I know. And he will not like me.
No, he just went. He went like
Okay, fine.
more than.
Okay, hold on.
When you see on camera view, you need to like stand up and just have the camera. We need to see, like the process and the collection.
This is what you're like.
Okay,
guys, he's been standing this whole time. That's not a chair he's sitting on.
I'm gonna do it, guys. Shh, Jeremy. Jeremy, shut up.
Do not do it. Do not.
I'm gonna
do this.
Mute
Seriously,
Robert. Don't let him speak anymore.
Don't do this.
Okay,
Stop.
Hold on.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Okay.
Jeremy, you cut off.
I'm muting Robert too. Okay, so all right. So now that the feed should be solely on me, right? So that there is no like, oh, he didn't do it. Oh, he did do it. I did do it.
This is my new favorite YouTube video.
Watching it.
Oh my god.
There it goes.
Robert
Now
left.
drink it.
Now drink it.
Now drink it.
Oh my god.
Chug it. That wasn't so. See, that wasn't
Drink
so
it.
bad.
Wow, there is a
There was
lot.
a lot.
there.
That
Wow, there's
is
a lot of hair in there.
There is no hair in this because I'm healthy and I don't shed.
what a healthy diet will do to you.
What is he doing with the towel?
I'm drying my stomach. What do you think I'm doing?
He's rubbing his
I
belly.
don't
for
know
good luck.
anymore.
He's rubbing his belly for good luck like Buddha.
Oh my
Oh
god.
yeah, I can unmute myself by the way, Vito.
Cast Strength After Dark.
This is Cast Strength After Dark. So hold on, let me get off of hide.
Holy crap, Robert left because you
Robert left.
him.
Or because he was pouring whiskey down his bare chest. It could be it too.
Let me text him to come back. It's safe.
Yeah, you got the thing. Okay, so Shh.
How is it?
It tastes exactly the same. It doesn't taste any different. It's awful. See, now one would assume after going down the luxurious of Italian pear
Luxury.
that it would improve somewhat. No, it did not. No amount of good hair will make this better.
Now we know. I've always wondered
Yeah.
what would happen with White Walker if it went down.
Life's biggest mystery.
Yeah, I've really thought about it.
Welcome back, Robert.
Hi, Robert.
Head.
Shaking my head. Just shaking my head.
You encouraged that.
No, he didn't.
No,
He
wasn't.
actively.
In fact, I said, please,
said no.
God, do not do this. You know, I just want to point out somebody worked for 12 years or however long to create that just so you could pour it down your belly button.
And you know what I
That's
was
12 years of someone's life into your belly button.
Hey, do you know what I would say to them? Do you know what I would say to them? Make a better whiskey.
Oh shit!
Because White Walker is literally the worst whiskey that I will ever have.
So I think Robert though has a point. Like someone went to some really good lengths to make a really tasty whiskey, and that's probably 80% of White Walker. It's just the 20% of Rodgar they put in there.
Yeah.
They thinned it out a little awkwardly. I'm not gonna lie to you there, but yeah, there were some people that worked some really long hours to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's not good.
Yeah, I know. We watched it. It's definitely not good.
Yeah, no.
You know what is good? Is this Aaron 18 podcast right here? I'm gonna have a little bit of that.
Thank you, Josh,
Yeah.
for bringing this back on to semblance of
Yep. And
something.
and
You can blame Jeremy and Gretchen for that one.
No. We are in completely different countries.
Yeah.
You can only blame yourself, Vito.
Take responsibility for your actions.
No one was twisting your arm, Vito. Like literally, the Colt's not behind you.
I hate you all right now.
No, we're paying him to do it.
So
I hate
None of us
all
want him to do it, and he was so like hell bent on doing it.
I know, we were like, don't, no, please don't do this. Please don't do this. And he did it anyway.
Oh yes, that's exactly how it went down.
I don't know what happened.
And now it is immortalized on YouTube for
Forever. That's going to be your imprint.
So when someone
Vito, when you create this famous men's clothing line years down the line, someone's going to come back and bring this back up when you're at like some famous show and just going to shame you completely.
Yeah. You know what? I'll do by then. I'll come up with a line of whiskey luging suiting.
Yeah.
Before anybody else brings it up, and then when someone brings it up, it's like, hey, listen, I was ahead of my time.
Yeah.
I'm glad you have some like goals.
on Vito's deathbed, like I made a successful whiskey luging, swimwear thing. Like you sold 4 freaking shirts, dude. Like it was the most successful whiskey luging apparel ever.
Hey,
And Brad bought them all.
hey, if I made a profit, it's successful.
Yes, Ian, it is raining.
Someone had a really good point on that White Walker. There is some Klein Leash in that bottle, which means there is some whiskey that you've definitely desecrated.
That's right. That's right. How dare you?
As good as Glen Leash is, the whoever blended this did not care at all for it, and disrespected it immensely.
So you do
It's
realize
just not for you, Vito. It's just not for
They
you, man.
ruined Cliniche. That's what happened. They just ruined good Cliniche and messed it up with a bunch of other crap.
Yeah.
Robert, this is just to preview what's going to happen in your barrel house.
No, it will not happen in the barrel house. It will not happen at the barrel house.
starts losing, corn whiskey off
I'll
himself.
say
And he's
we've trained Brandy, our attack cat. If anyone tries to put whiskey in their belly button, she will tear you to pieces.
Well, she didn't have teeth.
I'm not good with cats as it is, so it's like.
Brandy has a special set of dentures just for that occasion, man.
In fact, she's missing half of her teeth. She only has 2 teeth left, and she will chew the crap out of you.
So what's in everyone's glasses right now besides my White Walker?
I gotta go find something.
Matthew Wright, Vito would not age very well in a barrel. I don't believe.
I don't know. Oh,
I'm gonna have a seizure here in a second. What is going on?
Sarah's camera is possibly part epileptic.
It's been fucking up all night. Oops.
That was the cat. That was not Sarah. That was the cat.
That was the cat, actually.
Robert, what's in your glass?
I am drinking some Talisker Storm right now.
Ooh.
Nice.
Sarah?
I'm drinking some Old Scout.
Ooh, there you go, sir.
Nice.
Matt?
A knock 22.
Knock 22.
Ooh, what is that?
Jeremy?
The Starward is poured.
Starward has been poured.
And it is, to use a very, very local thing, it's all iced Vovo on the nose and the taste.
Oh yeah, we know exactly what that means.
Yeah, I know. That's why I used it, because I know it's very local and.
Had to explain that one.
Gretchen,
All right, Canadian, we've got a question. I don't know. Have you ever had the JP Weiser's 35 or the Gurdenham and Warts?
Gurdenham and
who asked that?
That would be Donald Rance.
So I've had the 35. I actually have the 35 and the 11 sold right now. The 35 is okay. I don't think I'd pay retail for it, truthfully. I definitely wouldn't pay secondary for it. The option of the 35 or the dissertation, I think I would take the dissertation over it. The Gurdenham Awards 11 Souls is interesting. I think for a bottle it's $50 or $60 if I'm not mistaken, which is worth it for a good Canadian whiskey. It's got a story behind it as well. Between the two price value for money, I'd probably go for the 11 Souls.
I really like the 11 Souls when Brad brought it down here.
Yeah, for the money, I'd go for the 11 Souls. 35 is good, but I don't think it's as good as some of the other rare cask series from JP Weiser's.
Let's be honest, 11 Souls is a pretty badass name too for a whiskey.
Yeah, the story is when I forget the originator's name, but when he was coming over to Canada, him and his wife adopted 11 orphans that lost their parents during the voyage. And that's what this whiskey was named after, the 11 souls of those 11 orphans.
I thought they were really drunk and looked at the KFC recipe and just got like.
I wouldn't doubt that that's probably true.
No, but that Gooder ham and Warts apparently is really, really good. I've not heard a bad thing said about it.
It's good. It's good. I wouldn't say it's really, really good, but it's good. It's good. But here's my thing: is I'm not a huge fan of Canadian whiskeys, like legitimate Canadian whiskeys where all the grains are distilled separately and then blended in together.
Mm-hmm.
I just haven't been able to acclimate to that. Like Canadian single malts and the like, I can get around. And some rare instances of like JP Weiser's dissertation, which I have right here, which is distilled like that, where all the grains are just separately and then blended in, like can work, but for the most part, like 9 times out of 10, I'm not a huge fan. I find it too. And I don't find him too approachable, truthfully, as a sipper. As a cocktail, sure, but not as a sipper.
So for you, what is a sipper whiskey? Like, what are you looking for in a sipping whiskey?
A combination of some complexity in the nose and the palate, but like a coherence between all those flavors, which I typically aren't getting with a lot of traditional Canadian ryes.
So, I mean, have you had a lot of the Whistle Pig stuff where they stole a bunch of the good Canadian whiskey and brought it to the U.S.?
No, because Whistle Pig I can't get in Canada.
Oh, damn!
Really?
Shit.
Yeah, no. We are in the dark ages of whiskey up in Toronto.
So they stole whiskey from you, and then you can't even get it back.
So how about this? You get some, and I'll taste some from you.
I have some at the house whenever you come down.
Yeah. So Whistle Pig's interesting because they do some stuff that's Alberta, and they do some stuff that's MGP. So they kind of do both.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
I haven't
Robert,
had a single Whistle Pig as of yet.
Whilst the topic came up, and you are probably the most qualified out of this rabble to answer. As Vito said, they were distilling the grains individually, like the individual grain runs, and then blending it together versus combining all the grains and blending it together. Does that make much of a difference generally, or is it?
I mean, ultimately, it's about control.
Yep.
Again, keeping it all separate, you can try to blend it together to your preference. But there's sometimes the barrels, they don't want to marry together, and you just have to. Again, it's tough because a lot of times you have to taste barrels together to see if they will kind of go together, and some will, some won't. Some just will stick out like a sore thumb, and it's not because they're bad whiskey; it's just because they don't want to play nice with others. Barrels are like kids at the end of the day. Like sometimes they all get along and they play along and everything's really great, and other times they want to punch each other in the face. It's not great. It just depends. So, again, doing different mash bills. I mean, I would say we obviously do a bunch of different mash bills and blend it together, and I think it works out really well. I think Four Roses is one of the best examples of a company that can take a bunch of mash bills, blend them back together, and make something that's really cohesive and something that really marries well together.
Yeah,
so it can be done. It definitely can be done. It just may not be done to your preference. I think Little Book number 1 as much as Little Book 2 was a little bit more controversial, Little Book 1 went over really well for most people, and that was that Canadian concept of blending the different things together to create essentially what would be a bourbon, but from different mash bills.
Right.
Is that can that be just also the time? Like if you just get a tote, dump the barrels in there, they're gonna squabble like cats. Whereas if you sort of put one barrel in there and then slowly introduce another, you don't get that fractured sort of flavor profile. Or
that can help. It's one of those things that it always depends. Again, doing things slowly and slowly integrating things is always the best methodology.
But that's not always economically viable.
But it doesn't, just because it's the best way to do it doesn't mean it's necessarily the only way to make it work or that it will work at the end of the day. Sometimes it just doesn't work because barrels don't like each other.
Sorry for dragging the tote down, everyone.
We needed to turn it around. I am drinking, since Texas whiskey has been a theme, I'm drinking Still Austin's Flawless.
Oh God.
Bourbon.
No.
And I
what
Nancy Fraley too. I say that because
say, lovely, you are what you drink.
Aw.
Flawless.
Womp womp.
oh,
I don't know. I think
never met me in person. That's
it's a very good whiskey, especially for something that's a year old. I mean, they're doing a really good job.
Better than that whiskey.
huh?
What? Nothing.
Okay.
So Robert said that they were doing a really good job, and
Yeah, I mean that whiskey is a year old, and again they've got 9,000 barrels. Again, they've got 100 times barrels of what we've got laid down almost. Now I think they're at 10,000-15,000 barrels, and especially as that whiskey ages up and they start releasing older and older whiskeys, Still Austin's going to be a really well-known whiskey here before too long. I really believe that.
I'm looking forward to what the next batches will taste like, because I don't think this is, from when we took the tour with Josh Madera, this isn't what they intended to release, right? They had some other barrels.
Not originally. They had 3 or 4 different combinations, coupes that they put together, and they ended up going a slightly different direction for this first release. But yeah, I mean it's good, and I think it'll, like Robert said, it'll age up.
Yeah. It's a cool location for anybody that's not been there. It's actually the only one in Travis County. So Austin proper is in Travis County, and it's the only distillery in Travis County because of all the laws and regulations and the hoops that they had to jump through. They kind of gave us an idea of what the fire marshal put them basically through hell.
Yeah, putting a new distillery in an urban center is kind of a tough thing.
So, but they're close enough to the University of Texas campus, and so they have a great location.
Yeah,
I'm interested to see what they're going to have in the next couple of years. So,
yeah.
But I thought I would pull that out for Robert, since Nancy really worked on the Flawless bourbon with them.
Yeah.
All right. So we've got Sarah. What were you drinking tonight right now?
Old Scout.
Old Scout. There we go. Nice.
I went and
Is that the 107? Ooh, and Matt, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's 107. It's a store pick.
Heck yeah.
That's Mirage's pick.
Yes, it is.
Good stuff. This is the 28-year Hammerhead single malt.
I've heard a lot about that one. What do you think
really
about it?
good, and this is laid down in when the Soviet Union ruled over them. So pre-Berlin Wall coming down.
So that's USSR whiskey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, is Robert
their check? So they got their freedom, thank God. And so they actually made a pretty damn good whiskey. I'm actually really happy about this. They only make 300 bottles in the world, so
Sheesh.
have one.
Wow.
Sweet. But yeah, so because Scott from the Dummies had said that there's a place up in Oklahoma City called The Well, and I guess they had the bottles, and so Andy went up there and took care of procuring this for me from them, and I appreciate that.
So Matt, what would you compare that to?
There's nothing. I've never tasted anything like this. This thing is really unique and different.
I mean, can you tell it's a single malt, or I mean, does it remind you of other single malts?
You can tell it's a single malt. It's more oaky. It's not. I'd say it's more like a really old American single malt than a Scotch. To be real honest.
Oh, cool.
I would say it'd be like if you took Westland and aged it for like an additional 25 years. It kind of tastes like that. They're regular American.
All right.
So I don't know. It's really good. I'm really impressed with this, considering they've never put any other single malts out of that country. So I'm pretty happy to have it, and I really like it, especially for as unique as it is. It's just so different. So yeah, it's good. It's got an awesome story behind it. It's really damn good whiskey. Plus, our heritage is Bohemian, which is now part of Czech. So it's really important to me to get this bottle in general for that reason alone. So it's cool for our family heritage to have this bottle too.
Oh, Matt's a gypsy. Who would have thought?
The Czechs, the fucking gypsies live in Romania. Fuck them.
Fucking 8 pikeys.
we don't get along with gypsies at all, so we don't talk about that. I've been to the Czech Republic twice, and we had long talks with the Czechs there. They do not like them at all. Well, because if people come around trying to inject you with heroin, tell you if you don't give me $20, that we're going to inject you with heroin. Those are not nice people.
Like, just some people that pay for that sort of service. I don't know.
You're in the wrong country. Come to America. They'd gladly take it off your hands.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, gypsies tried to rob Andrew in Rome. You know what? I never had any hassles in Rome or anything. Like, they were all out there doing it. I think I'm scary.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You give off that vibe. Robert, what are you drinking? I missed it.
I have moved on. I'm doing a bottle that Josh gifted me. It's a La Encantado Armagnac. So if you see, a lot of times you'll see with the orange wax Armagnac. Again, I absolutely love Armagnac, Gascon Oak. Whenever anyone asks me, like, if I wanted to start drinking brandy, what should I do? And if you're a bourbon drinker, Armagnac's a great, like, kind of sidestep into, because generally it doesn't have any additives done to it. There's not going to be sweeteners or any of the other BS done to it. It's going to be fairly oaky. It's really bold and rich, just like bourbon. So it's a really easy thing for people who like bourbon to kind of jump into.
Done.
Oh yeah, Jeffrey, I did the whole "that's not a knife, this is a knife" thing on the last live stream.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. We've played that joke.
Yeah. And Patty, I don't think we can pay Robert enough money to drink anything silly. The man's got class.
Well, that's definitely not true. That is a flat out lie on that statement. Josh and Gresham got me to drink Canadian Mist versus Canadian Hunter. I mean, at this point, I don't know where we can go from there. I don't know.
Oh, there's a rabbit hole that we can go down if you really want us to go down that hole.
Yes, you want to go down the hole. You always want to go down the hole.
I mean,
all the holes.
I mean, like
all the holes.
All the holes.
I know, like,
Hey,
you just
remember when I remind her about all the holes later. You guys heard it. You guys heard it.
No, I'm not saying it.
So just as a
was unreal, and yes is the answer.
Hey, Whiskey Dick and Dusty Dan reviews just showed up.
Hey,
John was asking me whether the cognac, they add sweeteners and junk to it. Just like with rums, yeah, they add a lot of either boisé or sweeteners or all sorts of junk to it. So most cognacs have some sort of sweetener added to them, unless you get some of the like really kind of high-end cognacs or some like single barrel cognac type stuff. But yeah, the vast majority of stuff that you're going to taste off the shelf has some sort of sweetener or whatnot added to it. Like naturally rum or cognac, they're not actually really super sweet spirits by themselves.
Right.
Robert, is that the one with the glass top that scared the shit out of me when I opened it at your house?
The glass cork, yeah.
I thought I broke it and I just kind of froze when I opened it.
It is indeed. Yeah.
Okay.
So just for those who may not realize, Robert's not wearing a Star Wars AT-AT on his head. That's the Iron Republic symbol. It's just if you're drunk.
It does kind of.
I came back from a tasting to come join the shenanigans over here. So
Welcome.
Welcome in Whiskey Dick. Welcome in Dusty Dan's Whiskey Reviews. You've been in here for a while, but I don't think I've shouted you out yet. If you guys haven't checked out Dusty Dan's Whiskey Review channel, go take a look. Relatively new, but he's doing some good stuff over there. Pay him a visit.
John V. Robert is a wealth of knowledge, especially on the Armagnac and brandy side of stuff. It's almost like he studied the wine side of stuff first. And James, if you want to be drunk, the solution is drink.
Yeah, that's really
James, I believe you can solve that problem.
Yeah. Rare 17.
James is the one person that I know that should have no problem taking care of that issue.
All right. I'll say we haven't heard from the Northerners in a little bit. Well, you guys, what are you drinking? Right now? No, not you. You Canadian. You're not. No.
Yeah, I'm the most northern person.
You're Canada.
He means northern, like
North America.
Yeah,
I am North America.
You're not part of America. Don't worry about it.
He's not part of America.
Yeah, he's not Merca.
America. Yeah.
Jade.
I'm North America.
We're the most Merca here. We just don't have the accents, being in the old Commonwealth of Kentucky.
Mm-hmm. I just finished a Spring Break Bourbon Wood 14-year, 55.8%.
Nice.
My first time ever trying that. That thing was really good.
Hell yeah, man. There you go.
I know Sam loves the Springbank.
No. Is that the devil's?
You had it when you were really
Viagra?
drunk.
No.
And you said you liked it.
Springbank?
I don't.
Was it just the devil's dick? Was it
No.
Satan's spawn?
No, it's a different one. It's Campbelltown.
I don't remember.
You liked it. You were drunk. It was from Dustin. It was all good.
Okay. Never mind. I liked it. It was great. It was delicious.
It was not thick. All right, good.
I went through a lot of different analogies, and it wasn't any of those.
It was not Octomore.
Octomore. Octomore is the devil's dick on Viagra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
We're drinking.
Responding back to Teresa Smith, I'm in Toronto. You knew this. I'm in Toronto.
She might also be intoxicated.
Potentially. At this point, I'm not surprised. I'm surprised if someone isn't intoxicated.
So, Vito, is the whiskey more available in Newfoundland than it is near Toronto, or
sorry,
what's kind of a region, like I guess the provincial situation in Canada?
Yeah, we have a provincial situation. The situation isn't conducive to enthusiasts. However, a bill has been passed allowing finally interprovincial liquor sales to be legal. So if we want something shipped from Alberta or from British Columbia or from Newfoundland, then yes, we can get them shipped to Ontario. The problem is that sometimes it's not transparent on websites what's available in the other provinces. So
to answer your question, yes, Newfoundland, I believe, does, because they have more loose laws in regards to the LCBOs and all of that sort of crap.
Yeah, Ontario is the worst province to buy liquor in Ontario. Quebec's close second, and then all the other ones third. Woodbridge or Vaughan, north of Woodbridge, Kleinburg, if anyone knows what that is. Still in Vaughan, but yes, I'm in Vaughan technically. Tiny town.
So Paddy digs
I'm a small town boy. It's a Journey song.
Just a small town boy. Oh wow.
There you go.
LCBO tax is 61.5%. Holy crud!
I think that's by volume. And yes, I muted you, Vito, because you were going to sing Journey.
You're not authorized to mute me.
It's called copyright.
Journey was the first concert Bobby and I went together.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And I walked down the aisle to Don't Stop Believing.
Yeah, the symphony version.
The symphony version. Little tidbit for you from our wedding.
Arnell's a better lead singer than the original Journey lead singer.
I don't know about
So
all
we
that.
thought that. We thought that. But then we did a side-by-side comparison and decided Perry's just a little bit better.
Steve Perry is a man amongst boys when it comes to.
Yeah. But we were there with you.
I will end this argument how I like to end arguments with Josh. I respectfully disagree with you.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
We love Arnell. Don't get
We
me
do
wrong.
love Arnell.
I do
That's
like
what we saw. That was
Yeah.
his first year touring with Journey when we
Yeah.
went and saw it.
Okay, so you know what we need to do in October is have a side by side of both versions or of the singers.
I swear you
Yes.
said both virgins.
Both virgins.
I swear you just
Lots
said
of
both
virgins.
You can have a side.
I'm a virgin.
Yes, it's gonna be. Yes,
That's what he said.
you got to remember this,
What?
and it's
Yeah.
we're gonna have a side by side, and we're just gonna ask everybody.
Everybody.
And
Yeah.
we're gonna take a tally, and we'll find
We'll
out.
figure it out.
There's going to be like 600 people at the campus. We can get a really good census.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good sample size.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do it. We'll have the tally sheet at the live stream table, so that no matter who's live stream at that moment,
Yes.
everyone can go up and vote on who they prefer.
Yep. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna figure it out.
I wonder if Captain Make It Happen is coming because he can make it happen.
He
Where
is
is
happy.
Captain Make It
He will
Happen?
be there.
He's coming.
Things
He's
happen.
coming.
Yeah,
For
sure.
He's coming.
Yeah.
Where's
So-
You better be there, John.
Sylv? Where's any of these fucks? I'm gonna find them. I'm gonna get 'em on Discord. I'm gonna get their asses in here.
So I've recreated the Hammerhead almost pretty like 90% of the way with the Westland American single malt, the Paul John Brilliance, the Old Pulteney 12, and some Oban 14. I got really close with that.
Good night, man. Jeez, man.
This is the kind of shit I do around here because I have problems. There's so much shit to put away before we have to film tomorrow. There's like 60,
You better get on it tonight.
like 60 Wixties to move. This is gonna suck.
Say it again.
Matt, why do you have 60 whiskeys out?
60
Well,
whiskeys.
because we had like 36 sitting out from Monday when Bobby and Sam were on.
Well, then you
Or
had more from
on
Sunday
there.
before that, right?
Yeah, no, those I put away.
36 whiskeys, dude. Like, how are you
all from
tasting
that.
36 whiskeys?
And then there's like crap. And then we had a Patreon only thing on Whiskey Dicks on Wednesday, so I brought a bunch of other shit out. And then I just never put the shit away. And then tonight I just keep adding stuff to it. So that's really whiskey everywhere.
So Matt, all you need to do is put it in a box. Just put it in a box.
Swear to
you know
God,
my
give your address.
You know where I live.
Jeremy, that's so tired.
Matt, you need to hire yourself like an assistant that just was like, all right, Matt, you're doing these 4 whiskeys today, and these are the 4 whiskeys you're doing. And then we'll put those up for you.
Yeah,
And then you can bring out another 4 the next day.
Yeah.
It's called,
Good
a,
idea.
it's called a sponsor, Robert.
No. I think the kind of sponsor for Matt's problem is more of a hi, my name is Matt.
No,
And I have a problem.
I think I need someone that wants to come around and just like hand me whiskeys. I think that's a good job for them. They don't get paid anything but whiskey, but I think that's a good job.
You say the whiskey sommelier needs a whiskey sommelier?
Captain Make It
No.
Happen was here. He showed
I
up.
just need like a Sherpa to like carry the whiskey.
Sherpa.
Hey, whiskey Sherpa.
Sure.
Hey, never mind. I toyed around with the idea of being called the Whiskey Sherpa before Rex prematurely called me the Whiskey Pixie.
Well, you've got that stripped away from you now, so you can
Um,
sure all you want.
So,
Vito,
so
I've
we
I've
just,
never met you in person, but I can't imagine you climbing up a mountain with or without.
That's literally all I do on vacation. Is I find the nearest mountain and I climb it.
So you climbed Mount Fuji when you went to Japan?
No, we didn't.
Okay, well, the only thing you climbed in Austin was like a bride. You tried to climb a bride.
So Vito, I'm just gonna
Climbing a
basically what I'm
bride-
saying is
bride-
lies.
climbing a
Well,
bride
Lies.
is
Lies.
Vito,
climb.
Vito,
What?
it's your channel, Vito. Apparently, why don't you say hello to the new guests that arrived whilst you were talking?
Hi, Teresa. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I didn't. I'm sorry. Bring me down.
Also, Vito, White Walker check and drink some water.
White Walker check.
No, yeah, that's the state of the White Walker. Oh,
Disappointing the people.
Very different glass than earlier.
Yeah.
What about bone glass? It leaks. You'll lose them.
Oh, the bone glass I emptied back out into the big glass because
Well, there was your first mistake.
The bone was leaking.
Could have gotten rid of some White Walker. That was a good choice. It's the only time I condone whiskey leakage is the White Walker.
yeah. Fucking god damn it.
Whiskey leakage.
That's another channel, the Whiskey Leakage channel.
The whiskey.
So now that we've got a huge group on here, what are some of the kind of like white whales that you guys have been looking for but have not found in your area? We had someone that was saying in the chat that they've been looking for Old Forester 1920, hadn't been able to find it yet, but what are some of the ones you guys
Oh my god.
keep looking for that you're hoping that you're going to run across?
We're in Kentucky, so we have virtually.
When it comes to bourbon.
When it comes to bourbon, we've pretty much all over them. Sorry.
I'm gonna take you guys on the road. I got
Way to rub it in. Rub it in.
I know. Sorry.
I'd really like to get my hands on some, barrel strength Icarus. It's really hard to get down here. And where it is.
Same around here, man. Same around here. Hey, Chris, how about you, man?
Oh, I don't know. There's so many. I mean, honestly, there's so many. It's so tough.
Chris, we're shipping out your billet on Monday. Sorry it took us so long.
You mean you're hand delivering it is what you mean? No shit.
Yes, we are. We're hand delivering.
Well, by
it.
shipping, we mean driving it to
Yeah,
you.
I mean we have a
Absolutely.
driver, an Uber driver is going to take it up to you.
Yeah.
$200 for the free
Mhm.
shipping fee of driving.
Yeah,
it
for the
from
shipping
Uber.
fee of the Uber driver that will be driving you your bottle.
Right.
All right, Josh and Gretchen, how about you guys? What's your white whale right now?
well, does it have to be something that I can't find, or can it be something that I know exactly where to get it? I just don't want to pay for it.
That works.
It's fun.
All the Blackadder.
Yes, agree.
That's what I want.
I
All
want
the
to get some.
Blackadder.
I like Blackadder.
So I know.
All right,
a place
back. I
that
gotta
has
run for a
Blackadder,
So just from the chat, I'm gonna call out. Patron is very much after some. I've lost it. French oak. So Froke.
Yeah, hey, it's coming back out, guys.
Yeah.
Balcones will be releasing that very soon. So
Yeah.
get ready for it.
Sweet teas after some Connemara peated and some Ardbeg drum.
Good stuff. Good choice.
Oh, John V's just after Springbank. John V.
Of course. Of course he is.
Springbank.
Yeah. So Bobby and Sam, what are yours?
What?
What's your white whales?
Oh, what can't we find right now? Probably Elmer T. Lee. We have
Elmer T. Lee.
We have it, but wouldn't you like another bottle?
No, that's not.
Okay.
That is not a white whale.
I'll go fuck myself. What do you want?
God damn it, that's amazing.
What?
I
what
mean,
are you looking for?
I don't know. Any of the BTAC stuff is always. I'd like to.
Yeah.
I've been able to try them all, and I've never owned one.
Oh, okay.
No,
So
You want like that handy shit.
yeah.
Like that handy shit, you know.
Yeah.
He likes a good handy.
He likes a good handy.
I mean, who doesn't?
Right.
Who doesn't really, right?
Right.
All right,
Fine.
Teresa, you're the newest one on here. What's your white whale of a whiskey that you've been looking for but can't quite get your hands on right now?
Well, I was really looking forward to the new Springbank 12 cast strength, and it sold out in less than 2 weeks.
Oh,
Wow.
I didn't even get a taste of it this year. I'm kind of pissy about it, but and I only have like that much left in my 2018, so I'm having to ration myself. I'm not gonna lie.
How about you, Sarah? What's your white whale right now?
To be honest, I don't really have one because I can just go to Matt's.
So Matt's your genie. Good. All right. There you go.
yeah. I
Here's
really
my
want.
sample bottles.
Yeah. I really want a Hibiki 17 and 21. Those are the two I'm missing out of this collection that I don't have and really need.
So I'll tell you mine. So
Do it.
I have a 1 and a 2. My 2 is because I know that I can get it, but for whatever reason, every time I'm over there, I never opt to drink any of it. Hibiki 17 is at Brad's house. I see it every time I'm there, but for whatever reason, I never go for it. I go for other things, and I'm like, I'll wait for the Hibiki, and then I completely forget about it, and I don't ever go back at it. I always want to go. I want to go at it fresh, but at the same time, it's like there's so much more that I kind of want to explore. That's like I know it's going to be there next time, and I always get pushed. So that's my number 2. I just wanted to rub that in Matt's face because I can have a Hibiki 17 whenever I want.
Yeah, like I said, everything I don't have and want lives at Brad's house.
Yeah. My number 1 right now is the Octomore Event Horizon.
Oh yeah.
I don't even heard.
I need that in my wee life right now.
That was the Fischia one?
That was this year's Fischia release.
Yeah, that was cool.
I need it.
All right. So from the chat again, the Wookiee, because I know it's the rookie, but I made that mistake early on another stream. The Wookiee's White Whale is the Glenn Farkless 1971 family cast.
And also thank you for the super chat.
All right.
Yes, and thank you for the super chat. Sweet Tea's hoping to find some Icarus when he goes to Iron Root in August. I'm sure Robert is hoping to bottle some as well.
Just send a message to us on Facebook whenever you're coming by, and I'll make sure there's a bottle set back for you.
There you go. And Patrick
There's only
Cohen's
a few left right now.
Patrick Cohen's White Whale is Compass Box the General.
Oh,
yeah.
Did Patrick Cohen get one?
Oh no, that's pretty tough to get.
Yeah, that's
a white whale.
Wasn't
actually I got to have that one. The Scotch Chest Dummies at the last. Or at the opening of the Crowded Barrel Distillery, took me aside and poured me the last little bits that they had of that one. So I've fortunately been able to mark that one off the list, and I wish I could get a bottle of that one. Man, that's so good.
Well, then what is on your list right now, Robert?
Christmas.
On my list right now, that's a tough question. For me on the whiskey side, it'd probably be the teapot. That's one that again I had a taste of it when I was at the distillery, but they were sold out, and so I keep trying to get my hands on it. But also, it's not sold over here in the U.S., so I keep running and trying to grab that one.
Is that also like because they do different releases of the teapot? Obviously, is that the one that you tried would be the one that you want, or just any expression?
I'd be satisfied with any expression at this point. But the one that I tried was the 6.
Yeah, that is
good. It's very delicious. Yeah. And then on the Scotch side, probably Octomore Farms. Octomore, obviously they get their water and everything from Octomore Farms, the grain and whatnot, and they gave barrels every year to the farmer. He gets to pick out his own barrels, and so separate from Octomore, he releases his own private barrel every year, or every other year, or whatever it ends up being. And the one I've had a small sample of it last year, and I've been trying to track a bottle of that down for ever since because it was absolutely fantastic.
Does he store it at the farm, or is it stored at the rest?
It's stored at the distillery for him.
Yeah. Nice.
Wow. That's really cool, actually.
Awesome.
That was cool.
Well, I feel like I've got one more pour left in me, and it should be something fancy, I think.
Yeah, I'm honestly, yeah. So sorry, guys.
He just
woke up.
Loser.
I'm a little surprised that Vito's actually still alive.
No, he's not. It's totally a weekend at Bernie's thing.
Oh my god.
Alive is a really strong term at this point.
Oh my god. Okay, so Josh, what are we going out on? I'm gonna get some BBC action going on here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some BBC.
I've got over here. I've got some Octomores.
Actually, you know what? Go out on some Amaru. Why not?
Some what?
Amaret.
Amaret? I don't have any actually.
Oh.
And then we should probably go around and talk about all the cool things that we're doing because
all the cool things.
Gretchen, take control of that. Tell everybody the cool things that we're doing while we drink.
Okay.
Actually, no, you know what? It started with Booker's. Pour a Booker's.
Well, so for those of you that weren't on 9 hours ago, this is actually probably mine and Josh's last time on Cast Strength. Josh is venturing out on his own.
Not last time, but
it's an official.
Yeah, what the hell? That's a surprise.
Transitioning away. Josh is kind of venture out on his own and focus on Texas whiskey.
Yeah, we have a project we're going to focus a lot of our attention on that's going to be entirely Texas whiskey centric.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's just a smooth transition over time.
But we'll still be around here as well, probably popping in on doing live streams. We talked earlier about doing the occasional live review too.
Yes, we did. Josh is still going to be part of this channel in some capacity, but he will take a back. It will be a backseat for him as he moves towards doing something more his gear.
Yeah.
All the power to Josh. Like that's exactly what we were kind of like when we were starting this channel. It's like, let's find where we want to be in the community, and Josh found where he kind of wants to be. So he's going to be doing that. He's going to still kind of contribute to the Cast Strength community, but he will be doing his own thing as well as he moves towards that. So give him all your support, and he's got all of our support and love. So yeah, awesome.
Yeah, but I'll have a little bit. There'll be some probably YouTube content, but it's not going to be just a separate YouTube channel. We've got a domain name and a website, and
our email is so cool.
I don't want to say too much right now because if I send you all to a website right now, there's nothing there to look at.
Yeah. So we just spent a lot of money.
Ginger Bear's Texas Whiskey Extravaganza.com.
It's not life. It's so cool. It's .life. It's so amazing.
It is .life.
And then look for us. Got an email from Marsha yesterday, Mama Marsha Licorice, and look for us in San Antonio and Austin Total Wines selling some Iron Root.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's the easiest job in the world.
You'd think that Robert Warren is standing on your feet for 3.5 hours with people aren't necessarily whiskey drinkers.
Yeah.
It took Josh all but 5 minutes to sell out an entire barrel to a bunch of dudes.
Captive audience.
He also got like a sample shoved at his face by a girl that
that'll happen.
Showed us her driver's license to prove that she was over 21.
And we do have to get up super early tomorrow to go to Garrison Brothers. We're going to be helping to bottle the Texas Whiskey Trail barrel selection that just happened. So
that's a mouthful.
Great. Yeah. So what fancy whiskey am I going for here? I mean,
go for Booker's. You started on Booker's.
No. He's got to get up at 7:30 tomorrow.
Booker's isn't fancy enough.
No.
Josh, I feel like you need to go to the level of where you were wandering around town lost. I think we need to go.
Robert, no.
I've been pacing myself so well, Robert.
No.
That's Booker's. Josh needs some Booker's in his life.
He has to get up at 7:30 in the morning to drive out to Garrison.
8 o'clock before.
That's still 9 hours away, Gretchen. He can do a quick dram of Booker's.
Yeah, 1 dram of Booker's would be fine, but I'm thinking more special than that.
I think you should too.
I'm thinking a Lagavulin in 12-year.
Hey, I just found some White Walker in the cabinet. Maybe he should do that.
You should.
Yes, good.
That's special.
There's some nice looking errands up there.
There you go.
Josh, everyone wants you to do it in the
White Walker. I just found it in the corner.
I think
in solidarity with Vito.
I can see that I'm not loved.
Not that much.
Is this a new full-time job for you, Josh, or is this just more side cool stuff?
No, this is my own thing on the side, and we'll see. We'll see what it turns into. But a lot of people, other YouTube channels, lots of folks in the Texas whiskey community have kind of been pushing me in a direction like this, and it's finally kind of come together with a a good name, a good idea, a concept that kind of makes sense. So
A bossy wife really wants to shut up.
Also,
A bossy wife who wants to shut up.
it's not the fanciest whiskey that you've got, but I think the name is apt because you are cask strength to a small degree. So why not the Ardbeg Perpetuum?
I don't think you can say no to that one.
Go for it.
is that cast strength?
I don't know.
It is now.
Jeremy, you made that fucking speech and you don't know if it's cast strength.
It's 47.
It's Perpetuum, man. It's in the name though.
It could be cat strength though for Scotch.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so as Josh pours that, let's go through everybody because some of us are fading, and we want to thank everyone for joining us and sticking with the stream for as long as you have, and for joining us at this hour. Teresa, can you tell the people what's going on in your world and where they can find you if they need to?
Well, I don't know that I have a whole lot going on in my world right now, but I'm on Instagram, Canadian Whiskey Smith, and on Facebook, Canadian Whiskey Smith, and CanadianWhiskeySmith.com. Hoping to try and make it into something.
Cool.
And in the meantime, hanging out with all you cool folks and all that kind of good stuff.
If you want one of those like tasting sheets to sit down and like really break down a whiskey with, Teresa has a great one.
Great one, yeah.
Yes.
It's only half mine. I did the graphic design, so that all of the actual content came from other people, but it works really well. So.
Yeah.
Very good. Matt and Sarah?
Go for it, Matt.
All right. Yeah, obviously we're on YouTube at Whiskey Crusaders. Then we also have our Instagram and Facebook. And we usually go live at 9:30 Central, 10:30 Eastern on Monday nights. We got barbecue and whiskey coming out tomorrow at 1 o'clock Central Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And I'm going to finish off here with a 1990 Ball Blair, which I've never opened. So I'm going to open up for you guys.
Wow. All right. There we go.
Very nice.
All right, Chris, go ahead, plug your stuff, and we'll just kind of sign off with all of our last drams.
All right, Chris, Bourbon Saying YouTube channel. I do bourbon reviews mostly. I'm getting more into Scotch now, though. Thanks a lot to these guys. So, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. So, check it out if you guys want.
Awesome.
And before you sign off, like Robert, is there anything exciting happening in your world?
There wasn't going to be a sign off yet because I still haven't gone through Bobby and Sam, Jeremy.
Well,
Bobby and Sam is up. Go ahead, Bobby and Sam. Let me handle this, Jeremy. Let me handle this because even in my inebriated state, I still know.
Legit thought you forgot about us, and I was going to call you out.
Yeah, because you can kind of you're like, I'm just going to say this, and then we'll just wrap it up. And
Don't worry about me, man.
Oh, we worry.
I'm a big boy. I may be 30, but I'm a big boy. Bobby and Sam, plug your shit.
Heyo. All right, so
we are iWhiskey She Wines. Check us out, YouTube channel. Basically, we started out. So we're a married couple. We started out. The first drink of whiskey Sam had ever had was filmed.
You can see it on the internet.
And we started out with just her making horrible faces. It's really like kind of been keeping track of her journey, her whiskey journey, and it's kind of turned into.
I'm gonna finish this bland.
Just a lot of fun we've been having together.
Fuck it, but it's fine. This is the Derby Select, so that's our whole spiel. But this was one that we got the day before the Kentucky Derby because we're in Kentucky, and this is the Visitor Center Select. It's a little bottle. I just killed it. We are on the Instagram, the Twitter, the Facebook, the Discord, all that shit,
all the things.
Yeah,
right.
And we say a lot of bad words, and we get a lot on our live streams. And I eat. Usually I eat, but I didn't eat tonight.
You know what? I've been eating off camera. We've had.
Oh, you should eat on camera. It's fine.
Oh, no, usually I'm eating on camera, but today because of the long stream, we allocated time for people to eat off camera. So I was like, wonderful. So I'm just shoving food down my gullet.
And he was eating on camera. I mean, he put Thousand Island sauce on a pineapple pizza.
Yeah, I did have.
Yeah, I saw the pizza.
Okay. So that's our shtick, I guess. Is awesome. I'm a jack off and Bobby knows more shit than I do.
About everything.
Not about everything.
Awesome. So yeah, guys, go check him out. Robert Licorice, sir, finish off.
I work for Iron Root. We make whiskey, but come visit us in Texas if you ever come down. My last dram of the night, though, in honor of this, 1,000 people coming and watching you guys every week, is going to be a special dram for me. This is again, I'm going back to brandy because, sorry, guys, I drink a lot of brandy as well as whiskey. But
no judgment here. I drank White Claw before we started this. It's fine.
I like it. So I'm drinking a 1971 Armagnac. So this is bottled in 2019. So it's old.
Wow.
I can't do math in my head right now, but yes, it's old. It's fantastic. And again, it's one of the special drams I have here at the house. So in honor of you guys tonight, cheers. Vito, you don't look a day over 25. So
thanks, buddy.
Keep on, my friend. And congratulations.
Thank you very much. Yeah, guys, thank you so much. Just going to sign off now on behalf of Josh and Brad and all of our mods, Christina, Gretchen, and Jeremy. Thank you so much for helping us get to this point. We really appreciate everyone's love and support, and the views, obviously, it always helps, and the comments help a lot. So really appreciate everybody over the last couple of months supporting us, and we're looking to keep on going. So to the next 1,000, this one's on you. Cheers, everybody. Slancha.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Everyone.